Now we are going to make an experiment for effect of temperature of hot water. I have container A, container B, two containers of hot water, stain, and also salt. First, we are going to put 2 spoons of salt in the container that contain hot water. Now we are going to stir the solutions until the salt. After a few minutes, the salt is already dissolved. And now I already put 2 ml of vinegar in the container A and 2 ml of bleach in container B. We are going to put stain in each container that contain vinegar and bleach. Now I will put it in the container that contain hot water and wait for a few minutes. After a few minutes, I will take it out container. And I will rush. I'm going to take out the stain and rub it using the toothbrush. After done, we are going to put it back on its container, and I will repeat the same step for the container B. After done rub, I put it back on its container. Then put it into the hot water. Repeat the step until the stain is disappear. We have 2 containers and 2 containers that contain water at room temperature. We have stain, and this I already put 2 ml of bleach and 2 ml of vinegar. Next, we are going to put stain in the container that contain bleach and also container that contain vinegar. Next, I'm going to put it into the container that have water. After a few minutes, take out the containers that have stains. Then I will rub the stain using the toothbrush. After done rub it, I'm going to put it back on the container. Next, we do the same step for stain in the vinegar. After done, I will put it back on the container. I will put it back into the container that have water, and I will repeat the step until the stain is disappear. We are going to make an experiment for effect of temperature in cool water. I have two containers of cool water, vinegar and bleach. In this container, I already put 2 ml of vinegar, and this container I put 2 ml of bleach. Then firstly, I will put 2 spoons of salt in the cool water. Also for other container, 1 spoon equals to 1 milliliter. Then I will stir the cool water. After done, stir the salt in the cool water. I'll put the stain on container that contain vinegar, and I will put stain on container that contain bleach. Now I put it on the container that contain cool water, and also for bleach. After a few minutes, I will rub the stains that I put in the cool water. I take out the stain in the container that have bleach to rub it. After done rubbing, I will put it back on its container. Then I will repeat the same step for the vinegar. After done rubbing for the both stain, I will put it back on the cool water. And I will repeat the same step until the stain is dissolved. Now we are going to make an experiment for concentrations. We have container A, container B, and container C. We also have vinegar. For container A, I will put 2 ml of water. For container B, I will put 3 ml of water. For container C, I will put 4 ml. For container C, I will put 4 ml of water. Then I stir the solution first for container A. Container B and container C. After that, I put the stain on the container A and container B, also container C. Now I will rub the stain after a few minutes. First, we take the stain from container A. And I will put it back on its container. And I will repeat the step, and I will repeat the same step for container B and container C. After done rubbing the stain for container B and C, I will put it back on its container. Then we will wait for a few minutes, and then we will wait for a few minutes. Then I will wait for a few minutes. again with the same step, and I repeat the step until the stain is dissolved. I have bleach, container A, container B, and container C. I already put 2 ml of bleach in each container. Now I will put 2 ml of water in the container A, 3 ml of water in the container B, and 4 ml of water in the container C. I'm going to stir the solutions a little bit. Now we have 3 stains. First, I'm going to put stain in the container A. Then in the container B. And last in the container C. We will wait for a few minutes. After a few minutes, I will take out the stain from container A to rub it using the toothbrush. After done rubbing the stains, I will put it back on the container. I will repeat the same step for container B and container C. And then after a few minutes, I will repeat the same step until the stain is disappear. Today we are going to make an experiment for catalyst. This is stain on white cotton clothes. This is lemon I use for catalyst. And this is 2 ml of vinegar. I will take the lemons as a catalyst to pour in the vinegar. already put 2 slices of lemons into the vinegar. Then I will stir the solutions. After that, I will put stains on the solutions. After a few minutes, I will rub it using the toothbrush. I'm going to take the stains on the container to rub it. I will rub it using the toothbrush. After done, I will put it back on the container that contain catalyst and vinegar. I will rub the stain again for the second time. After done, I will put it back on the container. Then I will repeat the step until the stain is dissolved.